guys, and welcome to my very first English review. This is my location for today because I will introduce you and review a new book which I read this month. A few days ago I finished it, and it's about Pride and Prejudice, a prequel. The book called Captivated by Youth and Beauty, Mr. Bennet's Story. I will show the out there because it's not so good here. Anyway, I actually read all the books by Noe and Cindy, so I can introduce you the books. Yeah. Noe and Cindy from Texas are really fond of Jane Austen. And they wrote difficult stories. And yeah, let's start with my very first book by them, which called Mr. Darcy and the Time-Space Continuum. I really love time-traveling books, so I had to read this one. I wrote my review on Goodreads, so I can just read it for you again. This was a short story about Mr. Bennet. Every Pride and Prejudice fan knows that moment when Darcy made his first proposal to Lizzie. She listed his worst side and dumped him. Darcy got hurt in this pride, and while he realized what she said to him, he saw a really heavy light. And he found himself at a spaceship 500 years in the future. At the beginning I thought another book who turns Darcy as a stubborn and too proud man without much sensibility, but I understood that he, Fitzwilliam Darcy, of the Darcys of Pemberley, was just confused about what happened. I really like the way everything turns out, and the end isn't really unexpected, but really nice. I love Pride and Prejudice, and I think this is a lovely story between two scenes. Nothing what couldn't happen because he may knocked himself out after Lizzie threw his proposal away. The book is a fast-telling story with much love inside. It totally has something of a Star Trek universe, and that's really amazing. Never imagined Darcy in a starship. I really like the fact that the science fiction became part of the most wonderful love story ever. It's nothing that I didn't read before, but the combination made it to something unique, and I guess I read Mr. Darcy fell in love. And I like the illustrations inside. I know the authors from Instagram, and I know they are really into the story. It was a 5-star read for me. So after Mr. Darcy and the Space-Time Continuum, which I actually read March 25th, 2015. 2 years ago. Wow. Not bad, not bad. The next book I read was actually Mr. Darcy Falls in Love. So, my review is pretty long, but it shows you what I felt for the book. So, let's see. Let's read it. Before I start with my review, I just wanted to thank the author for creating such a lovely book. "You have bewitched me body and soul" is one of the sentences you'll never forget from Pride and Prejudice. And Jane Austen just bewitched me. It's that easy. The first time I read Pride and Prejudice, it was like a sweet fairy tale in England. The story is well known. Elizabeth Bennet met Mr. Darcy at a ball and both didn't like each other at the beginning. First impressions were made especially because of what Wickham told Lizzie about Fitzwilliam Darcy. But at Rosings, Darcy finally made a proposal to Lizzie, but she dumped him and told everything she hated about him. Anyway, let me come back to Mr. Darcy Falls in Love. Have you ever wondered how Charles Bingley and Mr. Darcy became friends? Oh, I get goosebumps. Have you ever wondered what happened after the ball at first? You will get all the answers and much more. Darcy's part of the story. I really got in love with Darcy again. In some other books, Fitzwilliam never became the chance. You get the imagine that he was just a stubborn and mean, but not in this one. Darcy's character was so lovely described that you just can't fall in love with him. It was a wonderful read. Jane Austen would love it herself. I love the friendship between Bingley and Darcy. Charles was so cute, even he had a broken heart. I could write much more about it, but you should make your own opinion of it. So, thank you, Noe and Cindy, for writing such a wonderful book. I know it's a lot of work in it, and I know that it wasn't easy to write a book like this. To take one of the sweetest love stories ever and make it new must be difficult. But at the end, you can feel the love for Jane Austen in it. I really enjoyed this. Normally, I'm skeptical about books like this, but after reading Mr. Darcy and the Time-Space Continuum, it was time to read this. And I really mean it. This book is still one of my favorites. Favorite retelling Pride and Prejudice stories. I read some, and so many were so. My another favorite one is actually Mr. Darcy's Diary, but I will show you all my Jane Austen books in another video. So let me come back to another book I read by them. Mr. Darcy Falls in Love is of course a 5-star book for me. So, okay. The next one was another e-short. So, the conversation with Elizabeth Darcy and Emma Knightley by Noe. Elizabeth Darcy, Pride and Prejudice, and Emma Knightley, just from Emma. It has a spoiler in it, in the name. You know that. So, when you read the conversation with Elizabeth Darcy and Emma Knightley, you just know that Elizabeth Bennet became a Darcy and that Emma Woodworth became a Knightley. Okay, so this was just it. This e-short is really great. What happens when Elizabeth Darcy, Miss Bennet, and Emma Knightley, Miss Woodhouse, walk into each other? A woman talk starts. And what do you think women talk in private? Emma and Lizzie are similar creatures. They say what they think. Wouldn't you love to know what really is in their mind? And what is with your husbands? That is a funny fact, because no spoiler. I liked that book, that short story, because to get two different fictional characters in one book isn't easy. It got 4 stars from me. So another line. Okay, so the next one is the sun also shines for me. Manoi. So this one just got me. It's after everything happened in Pride and Prejudice. So, but let me just read it. This English is not much better than so. Okay, my review from the 24th May the 24th, 2015. Wow. So, it took me a while to write my review, but I really loved to read the book. It makes me feel happy to see how Mary was characterized. Mary who? Mary Bennet, the middle child of the 5 sisters. While Jane, Lizzie and Lydia married, Mary was mostly forgotten until her mother decided it's time for her to find a husband. What's with Kitty, you now may ask? Well, maybe her time will come one day too. I hope so. Mary didn't feel to need a husband to be herself. She wanted to become something special, like a woman who can change the world. Georgiana, Mr. Darcy's sister, became her best friend. Mr. Wickham once broke her heart, but with the help of her brother, she really became a lovely woman. A shy woman with a warm and huge heart. Mary and Georgiana were more than just friends. They argued like sisters and had fun like friends. I really enjoyed their friendship because both got their time of joy and both flourished. I totally like the way the authors writes about the persons we got to know and love from Pride and Prejudice. And of course, their own story, Mr. Darcy Falls in Love. It's a pleasure to read how the story continued and how everyone turned. Most Darcys aren't really lovely or handsome, but in this part, Mr. Darcy is such a good heart and looking man. It's not possible not to love him. Maybe I'm a bit obsessed about Pride and Prejudice a bit, or I'm a bit more. Maybe I'm a bit obsessed about Pride and Prejudice and Jane Austen, but happily she can still live in her stories and in fan fictions. After 200 years, it's so sweet to read something which actually Miss Austen could have written, because this book is in an old-fashioned style. The author, I actually wrote author wrong in German. Noah Anthony took magic from her into theirs. I really hope more Janeites would find these books. Some more words to Mary. I love books with quotes. Mary loves to read, and it's really stunning what she actually read. And she remembers so much. She could have every book in her head and can pick up a quote for every situation. That is amazing. And if you love libraries, you really have to read this one. Oh yeah. I think Mary lives in a library sometimes, so if you're looking for her, after her, go into a library, you will find her. This one had got 5 stars, of course. Okay, let's come to Noah's latest book. Okay. Captivated by Youth and Beauty, Mr. Bennet's story. Okay. I read the description before I say something about it. I didn't write my review down, so. Okay, published March the 5th, 2017. Wow. Mr. Bennet, the very man we are introduced to in Pride and Prejudice, who is the father of 5 daughters and husband of a wife with sensitive nerves, was known to spend most of his time in his library, as his only refuge from the silliness of the females that overran his home. 5 daughters. Now, however, he is in his declining years, being coaxed by his daughter Elizabeth to share the story that only he can tell. And at one time he was a young man who had just inherited a country estate of £2,000 per annum. In what way did this change of circumstance affect him? How did he react to the prospects that were now open to him? As it turned out, his determination to be deliberate of reasoning in his new circumstance became smooth enough. That is, until he found himself captivated by the youth and beauty of a certain young lady. With that came obstacles, aplenty that had to be overcome before he could bring home a bride to Longbourn. One of his favorite authors had written, "The course of true love never does run smooth. Just how does he manage to secure the love of the lady whose incomparable beauty has captured his imagination and heart?" The situation is set for a love story which could rival that of his daughter and the famous Mr. Darcy, but this is the story of Mr. Bennet. Note, we are releasing the digital version only at this time. Look for our paperback copy to be available soon. Okay. So, captivated by Youth and Beauty, Mr. Bennet's story. So, we know that in Pride and Prejudice, Mr. Bennet has 5 daughters and a wife with such a weak, sensitive and health. And when Lydia ran away, she laid in her bed so many days until the happy news just came out that Lydia wanted to marry Wickham. So I think most of Jane Austen fans just ask themselves, when did they met? Why did a character like Mr. Bennet, so strong and so full of ideas, met his wife? And why did he marry her? So, and she really must be a beauty with a good character. We know her as a silly wife, as a mother who just wants to marry her daughters. But one day everything had to start. So, Frances Bennet met Jane Gardner once, so, and everything just became a love story which I never expected. It wasn't so clear at the time, and Jane Gardner could have married another man, but she wanted Mr. Bennet. We know that because that's, yeah. So I really love the story. I read it and had tears in my eyes. It was so sweet and cute, and I really got to understand Mr. Bennet's side and fell for Mrs. Bennet at the end. That with this book, Captivated by Youth and Beauty, Mr. Bennet's story, we see Mrs. Bennet in such a different light. She's normal. Really. As she was normal as a young girl, young woman, and she was so lovely and livable and sweet, and it's a really, really good book. Yeah, I just can recommend it. And Noel and Cindy had created something really special. Not just this book, but all of their Jane universe. It's unique, it's special, it's so wonderful that they took something into a new way. They just write it in a new way, and I hope that they want to write another book, maybe about Kitty or Mr. Bingley. I would love to read more about Mr. Bingley. I'm a bit connected with the two, with Cindy, the author's wife, and we had long talks about Pride and Prejudice, about life, about everything between, and they are so fantastic people, and yeah, these books are fantastic. It's I love that Mr. Darcy stands on his own, that he can that he is a proud man, but he has also a huge heart, and what he did for Georgiana, for his sister, is so amazing. And so this is everything, and Mr. Darcy falls in love. I actually read, okay, I can show you this one. This book, Me and Mr. Darcy, Alexandra Potter, and I didn't like this, but this one by Noel and Cindy is totally different. It's so yeah, they put their heart in it and their love, and I think it's just wonderful, just wonderful. So I have to overthink my review again, I think, when I write it down. I mostly write a bit more, but for this time I think you actually get the feeling what I think about this book and about the whole universe they created. So, okay, let's come to the end. I want to show you something before I end. Okay. Pride and Prejudice. Prequels. I really think that everyone who liked Pride and Prejudice would love Mr. Bennet's story, Captivated by Youth and Beauty, Mr. Bennet's story. I really think that because I hadn't an idea how to, what name I could give him or her, Jane and Francis. It's really wonderful, and yeah, I totally like it. But I see on Goodreads they have other books. The Joan, the world's greatest, most famous Mexican detective, Who's Taking My Tacos and Where's My Zip Shoe? Then Sarah's World, The Summer to Remember, and Sarah and Sea. Another book, and Sarah Looks Out the Window. Okay, some children books, I think. Okay, yeah, they are okay. Children's book, okay, cool. So, but I have to. I'm Hannes, and Mr. Darcy Falls in Love is my favorite one by them. Okay. Okay, so this was my very first review in English. I hope you understood me if you can understand English. And I hope you liked it. Maybe I will make other reviews in English too. I'm not sure. It depends on how this one comes. Okay, guys. Now I want to wish you a really good day. We see, read, and hear each other. Your Jenny. Bye.